What's up, guys? I'm back with part 2 of What If Luffy Traveled Back in Time. So the last part, okay, so as y'all know, I'm doing this from the top of my mind. And if I do something wrong, just put that in the comment, just put that in the comments. Tell me what I did wrong, and I can try and fix it in my future what ifs. And yeah, so I hope y'all enjoy, and remember, I'm doing this from the top of my mind, so I might make mistakes, so forgive me, please. And yeah, let's get started. So the last part where we left off, Shanks had taken I'm just gonna call them the three brothers. Shanks had taken the three brothers to Mihawk, and so now they've gone to Mihawk, and Mihawk is gonna give them swords, wooden swords first, and he's gonna train them swordsmanship for 1.5 years. So 1 and 4 months. Shanks is gonna train them for 1 year and 4 months. So they learned how to use swordsmanship, and they learned how to imbue haki into a sword. So now they know how to make a black sword, how to imbue haki into a sword. And he gives them real swords this time. So now they all have swords. They each have one sword, so they all have swords. So Luffy, he also teaches them haki, so they know. He teaches them armament haki, of course, so they can use it for their for their swords. And he also teaches them observation haki. So now they know observation haki and armament haki. So that's pretty good so far. So now Luffy is 10 years. Wait, no. Luffy is 9 years old, and Ace and Sabo are 11 years old. Yeah. So Luffy is Okay, Luffy is 9 years old, and Ace and Sabo are 11 years old. Oh man, I keep screwing up. So they trained with Mihawk for 1 and 4 months. So now Shanks came to pick them up. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to say, Shanks left them to go keep continuing his journey. He left them to train with Mihawk for 1 year and 4 months. So now he came back to pick them up. So they had agreed to that he would come pick them up in 1 year and 4 months. So now Shanks comes and picked them up. So he's getting a reputation now. So Shanks is on his way to become a Yonko. So he then takes them to Whitebeard. So after he takes them to Whitebeard trains them for 2 whole years. No, I'm gonna say Whitebeard trains them for 3 years. He trains them how to master armament haki, observation haki, and conqueror's haki, because Whitebeard's conqueror's haki is as good as Shanks's haki. So now that they've trained with Whitebeard for 3 years, Whitebeard kind of considers them his grandson, so they're kind of his grandson. And he also learns that Ace is his greatest rival's son. So he is happy and asks if he ever needs anything, he can join his crew. So yeah, that happened. So Ace says to give him a time, and he might come when he's a little bit older. So now Ace is 14 years old. Ace and Sabo are 14 years old, and Luffy is 12 years old. So yeah, so they've mastered armament haki, know how to use a sword, and they also know observation and conqueror's haki. So that's a great achievement. And yeah, guys, if you hear any noise in the backgrounds, please forgive me. It's just that it snowed today. It snowed, and we had a day off school. So a car got stuck in the road today. It got stuck a couple of minutes ago. So if you're hearing any noise, please forgive me. It's just the car trying to leave the place it's at. So yeah, guys, please don't mind it. And yeah, so the last part, like, he trains them for 3 years, so now they know armament hockey, conquers hockey, and observation hockey. So now Ace and Sabo are 14 while Luffy is 12 years old. So now they go back to Shanks, and they while they've been like practicing swordsmanship, since they traveled with Mihawk, they didn't really get a bounty. But since they traveled with Whitebeard, they thought that they were part of Whitebeard's crew and gave them bounties. So Luffy has a whopping 25. No, I'm gonna say he has a 50 million berry bounty. So Luffy has a 50 million bounty, and Ace and Sabo. So let's say they have more experience than Luffy, and since Luffy is not that much dumb, so he has that much bounty. And Ace and Sabo both have 100 million bounty. So the reason why Luffy doesn't have a high, since he's smarter in this version, the reason why he doesn't have a higher bounty than them is because he's been working on his gear. He's been working to get gear 4th and master all 3 types of gear 4th. So yeah, so he knows how to do gear 4th, the first form, Bounce Man. And so he knows how to do that. He's practicing on Bound Man and Snake Man. So Luffy really didn't work on his bounty while he was doing that. So they gained a relationship with Whitebeard, like a grandson, as I said. So now he's like their grandpa. So I'm gonna just say this: the event where like Whitebeard defeats Ace doesn't happen in this version because they're like grandpa, and yeah, they're like his Whitebeard is like their grandpa, so that wouldn't happen. So yeah, but they would have like battles with them, and yeah, to see like if they're on the level. So Whitebeard would usually use 50% of his strength, and they would beat him really easily. So whenever he uses 70% of his strength, then that would be like their level. So 70% is like a big thing, cause like he's like the strongest man alive, so that's really big. So now they go back with Shanks, and Shanks is gonna train them for 3 whole years. So then he's gonna train them for 3 years. Ace and Sabo are gonna be 17, while Luffy is gonna be 15. So now Ace and Sabo both have a 500 million bounty, and so in this version he trained them in hockey, so they've fully mastered hockey. They know observation hockey, conquers hockey, and observations hockey, conquers hockey, and armament hockey. So they know all 3 types of hockey. So Ace and Sabo both have a 500 million bounty, while Luffy has a 300 million bounty. And as I said, this is all due to because he's been working on to master his gear 4th, and so he has all 3 gear 4s mastered down. So now he can start working on his bounty. So then Sabo first asked if he could go out and journey first, if Shanks could take him to the village where it all started and get him a small ship. So Shanks would do just that, and yeah, he would get him a ship and he would set sail. And Ace would also ask him for a ship so he can set sail, and since he's his nephew, he would agree. So Ace and Sabo would both set out. So now it's only Luffy left. So he still hasn't set out yet. He still has 2 more years. So in these 2 years, he asks Shanks if he could take him to Rayleigh, And Shanks was surprised how he knew Rayleigh. And Luffy just said that he knew him from okay, I'm gonna say this. Luffy trusts Shanks, so he's gonna tell them how he knows him, and Shanks will be surprised of what happened and would love to help out Luffy. Would love to help out Luffy. And he also mentioned about the part of Ace dying, so Shanks doesn't want that would want to help Luffy because he doesn't want his only relative to die. So that would happen. So I'm sorry guys, there's just noise outside. The police just came to the car I told you that got stuck, so that's gonna be a problem. If you hear any noises, please forgive me. It's the police. They're gonna get this car out of the way. It's in the way, so please forgive me if y'all hear anything. And yeah, it's the police, so you might hear some sirens. And yeah guys, so please forgive me about that. There's nothing I can do about it. So yeah. So as I was saying, so he tells him about Ace dying, and Shanks is really shocked because that's his only relative and he doesn't want him to die, so he like wants to get stronger as possible. So in this version, Shanks trains 10 times harder than in normal canon, so this version of Shanks is way stronger. So like he can spar with Whitebeard, and he's on the same level as Whitebeard. So he became the strongest second man alive. So that's something big to achieve. But that's only after like Luffy becomes 17. So Shanks is really shocked about this, and he says fine. He agrees with it and takes Luffy to Rayleigh, and he tells him about Luffy. Shanks tells Rayleigh about Luffy, and since Luffy really trusts Rayleigh, he tells him about how he traveled back in time, and Rayleigh is really shocked, and he tells him about the mysterious guy who sent him back in time. And now Shanks, he also told Shanks, I forgot to mention this, when he told Shanks about the mysterious guy who sent him back in time, Shanks is really shocked that there's such a fruit that is that powerful. So yeah. So Shanks would ask Luffy if he wanted Shanks to go to the land of Wano and help him with Kaido, but Luffy is like, nah, I can handle it. So now Luffy is now with Rayleigh, and he's gonna train with Rayleigh for 2 years. So he's not like gonna go. Rayleigh's gonna take him to the island where he trained him for 2 years, and he's gonna train him for 2 whole years. So for 2 years, Luffy is gonna be 17, and since he had such a huge bounty, people would think like that he disappeared and he died or something. But what they don't know, the only people who know that he's alive are like his closest family members, like Ace, Sabo, and his grandpa and his dad. And yeah, so Luffy would train using Ryo. So like he was like told him to take him to Rayleigh, and since he already knows how to use Haki, Rayleigh taught him how to use Ryu. So in this version, Luffy knows how to use Ryo, I forgot what it's called because I haven't watched One Piece in a while, please forgive me. So he teaches him how to use that, and Luffy's bounty is still 300 million berries. So now Luffy is 17, and Shanks comes to pick him up this time. Now Shanks is a Yonko. So now he's like the fourth there's Whitebeard, Big Mom, Kaido, then Shanks. Yeah, he's the fourth Yonko. So he comes to pick him up and asks him like if he wants a big ship or something, and Luffy is like, nah, just give me a small ship. And in this version, Luffy also learned navigation from Shanks' crew, so he knows how to navigate. So yeah, so he's like, so he tells Shanks to give him a small boat and take him to Kokoyashi village. I don't, no, not Kokoyashi village, to the village where like they first met, and Shanks would agree and take him there. So Shanks takes Luffy to the village where they first met, and he would give him a small boat, and Luffy would set out. Since this version Luffy remembers what happens, the same thing is not gonna happen in canon, like that happened in canon, like where Luffy like's boat got destroyed, so he would know what would where the whirlpool was. So, but he wouldn't avoid it still. So he would get sucked into the whirlpool and then get in a barrel, and he was just like, let me sleep. So he just falls asleep, and then he like gets picked up, and then he gets brought on a ship, and then they try to open the ship, and then Luffy just punches out the barrel, and he knocks out both of the men who are trying to open the barrel, and he's in Alvida's ship, and he asks like, where am I? No, he doesn't ask that because he already knows. So he's like, hey, are you Kobe? And Kobe's like, yeah. And he's like, you want to be a Marine, right? And he's like, yeah, but how did you know that? Never mind that. I can help you. And he's like, wait, really? And he's like, yeah, all you gotta do is just stand up to Alvito. And he's like, and then Kobe's like, but she's really scary. And then he's like, it's fine, you can do it. And he's like, okay. So then Alvito comes, but whenever she sees his face, oh yeah, they also got a clear picture of Luffy, so they know how he looks like. So whenever they see his face, whenever Alvita sees his face, she's like, you're. So they also gave him a nickname. So I'm gonna just say, wait, should I keep Straw Hat? Okay, guys, I'm gonna let y'all pick. So if they should give him like a new nickname, but I'm just naming him like, yeah, you guys get to pick if his name should stay Straw Hat or they should change it. But then and then she would be like, you're Straw Hat Luffy. Comment below what his name should be, if y'all think the name should be changed. And she's like, you're Straw Hat Luffy. And he's like, yeah. So then she's like, please. And she's like, in her mind was like, what is he doing here? And it's like, maybe I can defeat him. And then when she tries to hit him, he just knocks her out with his Conqueror's Hockey. Did y'all really think he could even hit him? Well, she could even hit him. Well, no, too bad. And now that she tried to hit him but got knocked out, Luffy would like take a small boat and navigate to the island where he first met Zoro, to like Captain Morgan Captain Axe Hand Morgan, to the island where he was on, and he would just go straight to Zoro and ask them to join his crew, and Zoro's like, no. And then he's like, if I get your 3 swords, would you join my crew? And he's like, how did you know about my 3 swords? And he's like, I've heard people talking about you. You're a hunter, right? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, I'll get your 3 swords and you join my crew. And he's like, no, I have to complete like this challenge I got. And he's like, no, I heard the son of Axon Morgan was gonna kill you after like 2 more days. And he's like, okay, I'll join your crew, but only if you get 2 swords. Oh yeah, and I forgot to say, Luffy was like, you want to be the strongest swordsman? And Zoro's like, yeah, but how did you know that? And he's like, I can help you with that. And he's like, how? I know the strongest swordsman is my uncle, and he taught me how to use a sword, so I can help you. And Zoro's like, wait, really? And Luffy's like, yeah, okay, God. And so Luffy goes and grabs Zoro's 3 swords and comes down and finds Axe-Hand Morgan and comes down. And then the soldiers come with Axe-Hand Morgan. They try to kill Luffy, but Luffy just knocks them out with Conqueror's Haki. And they already shot their bullets, so when the bullets try and come, Zoro will be like, give me my swords, and Luffy will be like, here. And Zoro will cut all the bullets down, so none of them would even touch Luffy. And Kobe will be like, whoa, these guys are monsters. So then they would just Zoro would eliminate Axe and Morgan, and yeah, so he would join Luffy's crew, and he's like, so how many crew? And Zoro's like, how many crew members do you have? And he's like, you're the first one. And he's like, wait, really? And he's like, yeah. But Zoro was like, okay, we can just navigate this out. Okay, guys, we can just figure this out. Okay, guys, so that's where I'm gonna be leaving it for today. I hope y'all enjoyed my video. It took a lot of time, but if y'all heard any sirens outside or any cars, that's just a car that got stuck outside on the ice since it's a snow day and school got canceled for 2 days. So yeah, guys, so it got canceled yesterday and today. So yeah, and it snowed because they found out that it was gonna snow, so they canceled school. And yeah, a car just got stuck outside, so I hope y'all don't mind that. My videos are gonna get better like in about like by next month. No, by like the end of next month, cause I'm gonna be moving by then. I'd have a mic and a PC. But right now I'm just recording my phone, so if the audio's bad, please forgive me. And yeah, guys, I hope y'all enjoy the video, and peace out.